That song hard though. Y'all want to hear the song, the actual song that was playing? Fuck it.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
They just be waiting on me. Yeah. He did it. Fucking for
Y'all remember that?
He did it. Just leave in the morning. He did it. Yeah. I did it. Yeah. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did.
All right. There goes all my money from this stream. What's up, guys? Pulsechain is definitely being delayed. Hit the button. What up, Ahmad? Heinz Crypto. RG. Saros, the twin father. Hey, twin's getting big, man. I saw that picture. It's crazy. Time flies, man. Getting any sleep? What up, Cord? Quano. What up, Slice Cinder? Tony. DJ Spree. Will. Harvey. Luke. What's with the sound effects? Are you 3 years old? Yes. I'm 0 years old. Hey, Scott. What up, Direct Local Marketing? What up? What up, Gulliverse? Daryl? Chad? Cookies and Crypto?
Pause.
Nate? Pulse on pause. That's funny.
Pause.
Cody? Firefighting. Tyler got you watching at work? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. So what's up with you guys? DXN is going really good. It's crazy. So it's fine. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. Richard. I'm blocked. See who blocked me again. Oh, Richie. So yesterday we had some tweets come out. He's been doing a lot of retweeting, trying to bury what you said, huh? But he really did a lot of retweeting. What's going on, man? I think that's it right there. Or is it this? Okay, let's talk about some other stuff first because I know people are gonna be coming in. By the time everybody's here, I'm gonna be talking about something. So let's look at the market. Let's look at it. Let's see what Hex is doing. Hex is having a nice bounce. Came really close to that support. Bouncing off the 34, or getting back above it at least. Heading up to the 13. Now, you know, it could probably just keep going up. But like I said, I'm waiting for it to roll over to here. If not, then
We need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
it's cool with me. What's up, Jonathan? Daughter's B-Day is today. Can you send her some more?
Damn.
What up, Sicily? Fat Divs on DB Zen today? About to look. Well, studies show comedy shows with background audience sound effects was more enjoyed than without. So you saying keep the background sounds? Okay. And I can't stop the audience from laughing, bro. You know, if they find something funny, they're gonna laugh. So, Pulsechain ain't out yet. What up, AA Ron? Yeah, so this is Pulsechain stuff. Pulsechain.com. Let me see what's going to get. Pulsechain.com update. Validators aren't. You know, when he said this word aren't right here, the word aren't, it's not a good word to be used. It's not once I seen that aren't, started getting a little concerned. Validators aren't making anything pulse-wise. And I saw them like, what? What do you mean? PLS-wise, minimum fees need to rise. A great metric is cost in percentage of total supply for a send. Okay, right now it's 0.0015 of an ETH to send an ERC20 on Ethereum. There's 122 million ETH, 1.2 minus 11% of supply per send. I don't know, you lost me on that part. Which levers do you prefer? Okay, here we go. He's still trying to figure stuff out. Man, still trying to figure out what to do. What do you think the fee setting should be with Pulsechain's 1.2 million X higher supply? 0.05 divided by 122 million equals 1.2. Okay, I got you. Which is 1 point minus correcting the error in the. Okay, I got you. Sorry if this is complicated for some of you. I mean, you could just do a stream and maybe do a tutorial. Maybe be a little bit more engaging. Really complicated, it seems. No, it's not. It makes sense. I get it. They're not making enough pulse, so they're not really incentivized enough. Maybe you need to raise the fees. Ooh. To make it more expensive. Since Pulse has 1.2 million times the supply of ETH, the price per Pulse is likely to be lower than ETH. Nothing in this math actually means higher fees in dollar terms. Oh, okay, got you. That I can think of. I'm happy to learn. Let's see what folks are saying. Just launch it. Let's see what let's look at this thread right here. So what do you guys think? Okay, for K block. Bunch of bitches, man. Y'all want to see my block list? I'm gonna show y'all my block list. If you increase the fees, perhaps the burn could correspondingly be increased to compensate so that hodlers are able to make a better return for being loyal and afford the fees as pulse pumps. Now, I did watch, well, I didn't watch it. I turned it on.
Pause.
Maddie All In. Is it Maddie All In or Allen? Man, I haven't watched him in a while. and I clicked on it to see what they were saying, and
Yeah.
I must say, he cleans up pretty well. You guys can see he got the "and we're live" thing. Dang, he beat me to it. The gang's all here. All in. What's up, chat? Notifications aren't working. Yeah, they come in kind of late, man. I'm really trying to figure out what the algorithm says about notifications, because I know it's based on, it's got to be based on if you respond to the notifications. Because there are certain people that I used to get notifications for, and when I stopped watching them, I stopped getting the notifications. So if you aren't getting the notifications, you might not be watching. I would say when you do get a notification, click on it and tell them. I think it's all that signaling stuff. So, yeah, April is up and green, and May and it's blood in the streets. Yeah, they say, sell in May and walk away. Maybe take some profits. What up, Ayo? The fact that he said validators aren't making anything Pulse-wise was a red flag. That makes me believe there's no money back in PLS, and even though there's 32 million Pulse per block, it's not enough. I don't know. Didn't Richard Hart say Pulse is ready and could launch any second? Yeah. I mean, there's, you guys aren't concerned. There's no concern. Like I was gonna say, I don't know where I was when I turned this on, but Maddie was basically saying this doesn't mean that there's gonna be, and I can see, yeah, it's just a little parameter change, just a simple figure out what the parameter needs to be, move a decimal place here or there, and then, but it's like, come on, man, you didn't know that. I think he's really just dragging his feet, man. I think he's dragging his feet. He's got to just really not be in no rush to get it going, and that's fine. But just see, if he didn't have Hex, I think if he didn't have Hex, he could be a little bit more transparent. But being that he has Hex and he has to keep that market kind of up, he's kind of incentivized to like drag it out and really, he has to use the Pulsechain as a reason to, keep people interested in Hex. It's kind of scary. I don't want to talk about it.
Higher. And then there are the guys
Did he cut
who
his
were
hair?
wrong about selling, and they're getting left behind. And it's like both of these groups of traders, the ones who are right and the ones who are wrong. I'm over here like, thank you for your service.
Right.
Because either they're diluting themselves or they're
okay. He's talking about people
For
dumping.
defense, you locked in whatever the share price was at that time.
Okay, you're talking about
So
share
we want to
price.
go with Hex, with Pulsechain, and in part that means figuring out how we participate in liquidity.
Box, which
Price.
is 4 or 5 people that think we already had the sell the news event.
Somebody give me a
and
timestamp,
really
man.
limiting the impact of that, so people
Can't
are
hear you.
2018, 2019, showing just that, like proving mathematically that, the network effect is real. And there's no reason, unless somebody has a different reason to tell
Maybe it's
me.
at the beginning.
a chapter that I'm assuming is going to be the next book that Andreas Antonopoulos puts out. So a lot of people are familiar. If you learned.
Yeah, let's not make it personal. If you were to write a slanderous article about somebody with your own
How about
hand,
Richard Hart?
yeah, let's say,
Debate to establish precedents in new areas of technology and everything, and we're seeing this with with Bitcoin this week, we're seeing it with, well, we're seeing their layer 0 breakdown because their spokesperson, Michael Saylor, got beat up on Twitter by Eric Wall.
To be honest, it's like I have not. So this is very, very good as far as, you know.
All right, hold on. I gotta get headphones. Hopefully my headphones are charged. It's been a while since I picked them up. Probably not, huh? R.I.P. R.I.P.
Distribution options. And hopefully we'll have some updates. I'm actually going to probably, after I get off here, I'm probably going to text Pat and see if he's got any new information, because we do like bi-weekly updates. So this Friday, we should be getting an update to all the producers. But I might bug him a little bit ahead of that to see if there's any information we can share yet. But it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
We can help hype Pulsechain. Pulsechain can help hype the movie. So,
oh, that's right. I forgot about
that you showed earlier. I think you wanted some feedback. Entire network, 20% of transactions are.
For me, I have no basis for that, by the way, Maddie. I told you that last night. I have no basis for that other than everything seems to take me about 3 times longer than I think it should. Wouldn't be surprising that it takes a month and a half, or that the estimates would be a month and a half to get things set. And, like Monkey said, something happens, it's got to be fixed,
Our way up to 10 cents from 5 cents. Rewarding experience. And then the cherry on the top, or for some people, the entire reason they'll be using it is to be able to undo a hack. And the way that works is by having a second seed phrase set up that you can fall back to if your primary one gets compromised. And so super, super excited about this. And I hope, of course, that it'll just like Pulsechain, it'll lead a lot of people into Hex itself, because I designed Time Pays Me to not have a token. And this conference, when I pitched the idea, was regarding Pulsechain send fees.
About time, man.
This is a topic that I picked up on from Richard Hart's tweets just today, and he was giving an example of.
I want to see how. I just wonder what it would take for people to be like, all right, man, to kind of be like me, really. All right, man, yo, you. Are you doing anything?
Trying to decide how to price
defending
the fees on Pulsechain.
And maybe it's deserved,
given that there's a 1.2 million x greater supply of PLS than Ethereum. And he, I think, was looking for people to disagree with him, looking for people to give a diversity of thoughts and opinions on the matter. He even made the comment like, "I'm happy to learn," and look, we are witnessing history. If it's not like super apparent to everybody, like I'll just say, we are witnessing crypto history happening with the development and launch of Pulsechain over the past couple of years. And so it's like, it's like if you got to weigh in with Satoshi on something, it's like, yeah, if you were nerdy and in our position, like I jump on every opportunity I can to like weigh in on any Pulsechain game theory, whether or not I think I'm right or not. I think it just adds, just trying to add a point of view that's not there yet is helpful. So my first gut reaction, based on what I had learned from our guest 2 or 3 weeks ago, Gamma DevOps had kind of broken down what it takes to be a validator. And I guess to put this in context, Richard's example on Twitter was like, how can we make sure that validators get paid enough, basically? And proposing that maybe there would be a modification in the game theory and the rules of how Ethereum 2.0 would be copied over, and maybe to tweak some of the values there. And so my first reaction was, don't overpay the validators, because I've had a whole thesis on Hex that kind of plays out in Time Pays Me, where I'm like, people are going to get mad gains because they believe in something, because they're volunteering to support. That's what like all of us streamers do by and large, is like we volunteer to support the network of education. And so I wanted to represent that point of view. But then I was talking to a developer friend, not a Pulsechain dev. Okay.
I don't know if I can make it.
I'm not going out on that one. I don't know. I don't know exactly like what the competition looks like if you get more valuable rewards for.
No expectations on what we're doing with Pulse, but thinking about mining in general, because that machine is going to wear out. Even if it isn't doing,
man, they
calculations, right?
They actually talking about the issue, bro. Yo, fuck that. Forget that. Why wasn't this thought about already? Like that's what. Why wasn't this thought about? That's the question. Yeah, it's boring. I know, man. I want to get to like the part where they're like actually talking about like, but they're just not going to talk about it, I guess. So I got to be that guy. Why? What's going on? Why aren't they like, what? Didn't you ain't been thought about this? It's been 3 years. Anyway, y'all want to talk about Zen now? Zen, DXN. No waiting on someone to do something. What up, Meta? What up, D? It's the PLS Hex 100% price correlation. Yeah, you guys seem to be on the same page as me as far as entertainment. DXN is going insane. Yo, what happened to I'm supposed to be, wow, the price didn't move. Oh, it ducked down to 8.5. Man, I was gonna buy some DXN because the I'm gonna say the lobby was too high, but there's none on the market. It's only like, when I checked, it was like 2. So basically everyone was forced. It's pretty interesting what's going on here. Everyone was forced to go into this. It was at 33 million the last time I seen. It's already at 1.5. What did it do? 33. Let's see if I got any divs today. Let's see what the divs were looking like. Ooh. Okay. All right, you got me. I'm intrigued. That's like double what it was yesterday. All right.
Nigga, give me some more.
I want to go all in now. No Maddie. Yeah. I did a little bit, but this shit was, man, this is getting interesting, especially being that you can't buy and nobody's selling because the tips are so good. So that niggas don't want to pull out. Just holding on. I mean, this is what, at $10, this is like $4,000 right here. Yeah. Man. And I was gonna, cause yesterday it pulled back hard after the payout. I think it was here. Man, I don't know, man. And I'm already feeling like way behind because it's doing way better than I thought it was going to do. I figured it would trend down and I could, get more of the supply as it cools off, but it's not cooling off. So I'm really going to have to be satisfied with this 1%. And it's barely, yeah, I don't even have 1% anymore. What's 69? Shit.
Damn.
Literally me, bro. And then it dipped and I missed that. And it's gone.
And it's gone.
Somebody just took the little bit that's out. Man. So we had 33 billion burned. Even on Polygon, we're pumping. Not much liquidity there, but it's growing. Zen pulled back. That's a good recovery. Right down to the support. Beautiful. It's a nice recovery. Let's see if it holds to 13 throughout today. How we feeling? Some on the ETH pair. Okay, let me check that out. Let's see. It's higher. I need a barely. I need barely. I mean, that's a good little bit though for this stage. 100. I mean, you can get you 100. See, it's tricky because this is pretty high for what the total supply is and what the supply is going to be in, 2 months. The supply is going to be at like 1 million. So, yeah, the deal is good though. This is a tricky one. Is the price going to be at $11 or $9 when the supply is at 1 million? It could be. That's still a pretty low supply, man. It's not going to get any higher than 5 million. So yeah, I'm going to just keep pacing myself. I'm going in every day. It would have been nice to buy that dip to 8, because if you don't buy that dip, then you gotta pray that it's a low day and that gas is gonna be down. Please be down. So, and then I would say, oh, you can wait till the weekend for low gas, but don't you think everybody else is gonna do that too? Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing though. Whoo, it's a big day. Oh yeah, this was that big ass stick that was sticking up. Remember? It was a big stick.
Pause.
One of these. So that's what today is. So this is gonna be a pump. It's gonna be up like right up here. 200 billion. But what's dope, man, we got the burner now. So it's gonna eat away at that. Oh. So how many did I don't even, it's no real way to see I think I had 28 here. So I burned like 0.1 ETH. I didn't go too crazy. I'll probably do 0.1 again. Maybe 0.12. You know? Yeah. Is there any DSN report? Nah. I mean, it's not really much. 87 tokens on the east side. And I mean, it's cheaper over here, but it ain't but 7. So you might be able to get one at a time, but gas is, you're gonna end up paying that price anyway because gas fees, etc. Moore's on a dip. That's what's up. See some people snagging it up. Looks like somebody has a bunch of wallets. This is all 1, 2, same person. 1, 4, 1, 4. So 3, 2, 3. So 4 wallets, all from in the same time period. So this was all probably one person. Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting, man. I think the best strategy for DXN is just go in every day. Just take that Zen off the liquidity pool, burn it, take your divs, put it back. I mean, that's what I'm doing. At least some of the divs. I wish I would have went harder. Really wish I would have went harder, but I'm gonna be satisfied. I'm gonna be satisfied because I have Zen, and I think I'll be lucky because I think April it'll cool off. I think April it'll cool off because of the inflation. Because at $13, man, I would damn near say, man, maybe sell some of this shit. Like, I got 400 sitting right here. I'm up. That's 2 ETH. But dog, I could sell it and maybe buy it back. But they buying them up though. Somebody is snagging all of them up. Whenever there's a dip, okay, let's see what happened. Before the payout, sell. Then somebody came in, bought all them shits up. Let's do some chain analysis. $671. Yeah, this guy's just buying them. Is he staking? Okay, yesterday he bought and sold. No, he staked. Yeah, he's staking. He's probably about to stake those too. So it might just be demand. It might. I'm kind of want to, I think it's somebody that's like, yo, if we keep all the coins off of the DEX, people will be forced to go into the lobby. And that's a good idea because I damn sure was forced to go in. Yeah. Bro, I would say, appreciate the 5. I would say sell Casper, bro. I would say sell that shit. Don't sell all of it though. Sell it going up. Hey, can I put a minimum for super chats? 'Cause I mean that's you should have to pay me more than that to put your billboard up. What up, Jammer Beans? Giving up great divs if I sell, yeah, for a day or so. But I think there'll come a time. I'm just saying, I'm just not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm just saying what are the benefits of me doing that? If I was to do that, if I was to sell now, I'm gonna miss, a couple days of divs. But I think I'll be able to buy them back cheaper. So I think I would. Like, I don't think the price is gonna stay at 30 for the whole time. And then you gotta think, but by the time you get it cheaper, what's the inflation gonna be at? So if I sold my 400 right now, that would get me, let's just say 2 ETH. If it dips down, let's say $4,000, make it simple. If it dips down half, I can double up. It's going to be hard to double up. It's hard to double up my position. It's going to be hard. The only way to do that is if you catch a dip. Yeah, it's crazy. They're going pretty 900 for 70. That's crazy. Didn't he make a, oh yeah, he did. I haven't looked at this. What stat would I like to see for this price? Which one is the cheapest? Yeah. Can you put price? Where's DXN the cheapest at? You're using about 1.8% daily. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really done the math, but yeah, that sounds, yeah. 0.2, yep. I need a big connect button. Them big connect numbers. What's up, Hexagon Batman? What's the lay in Pulsechain, Trey? Give me the TLDR. Basically, the fee, I got the tweet right here. This right here. This whole spiel. Validators aren't making enough Pulse. So they want to raise the fee, and they're thinking about raising it. I think if you're talking about changing anything, that's a delay. It's not ready. So you're lying, saying it can launch any minute. It's like, come on, man. Like, come on now, man. Come on, man, dip. Dip, baby. What is it? Let's see on the other chains. Price is 6. You know, then you got to ask yourself, will anybody care? Be it's dipping on Binance. ETH proof of work. Yeah. It's growing a little bit. Evmos. See, I'm not even on Evmos. Dogechain. I mean, what's the point even looking at that? Phantom is pretty cheap for FMDXN. I can't get jiggy with this, man. You gotta throw a penny at a time to DC in this. Penny at a time. Yeah, it's crazy. Come on now, man. I get that from NFL Live. Somebody already dropped 1650 batches on this cycle. I must have been looking at that. That was one person setting the bar. Damn. Man, say I'm setting the bar. It's wild. Damn, man. I'm FOMOing. I want more. That ain't enough. 0.2 ETH. I want to be getting an ETH a day. The FOMO is taking over my body.
Pause.
Oh, man. Nigga, give me some more.
Must contain it. Oh man, 1%. I mean, even if that dropped down to 1, it's at what did you say 1.8%? I mean, if I FOMO, I'm gonna FOMO into this. I'm not gonna FOMO buy. I can't. It ain't nothing. It's nothing for fucking sale. So let's add this one to the watch list. It's very cheap. And man, this shit is actually kind of fun, man. Because now I'm like, okay, well, what's the Zen picture like on Phantom? Phantom's a pretty decent chain. What's the Zen? The state of Zen? 53 million. It doesn't exist, guys. Nothing's going on. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. What about OKX? I'm Moonbeam. I don't know Moonbeam either. So Moonbeam. Yeah, shit dead, guys. It's dead over there. Zen Moonbeam. You know, these stats are kind of, whoa. Global rank. Okay, yeah, this is what I need to see. Are people, man, do I need to get, are NFTs on all the chains now? Does anybody know? Hey, I appreciate y'all sticking around for the Zen talk. I really do. It's really really making me feel comfortable talking about the things that I'm enjoying and interested in right now. So if you're enjoying this train of thought, hit the like button so more people can get notifications. It's interesting. I'm not on Moonbeam. They're on every chain now. Fuck. Shit. Fuck! Get to work. I mean, is it a waste of time? Moonbeam? I mean, I don't know. I just really don't see any chatter about any of these chains. Like if I go to DeFi Llama, let's go to DeFi Llama and see if there's any growth. Let's go Moonbeam. I don't know why I keep thinking Moonbeam. I think it's the name. You know, TVL is pretty dry. You know, no growth. I mean, I guess it's probably gonna look like that everywhere though, because of the market. FMOS is on a little uptrend. What was the other one? Dogechain. I'm not even gonna bother. They just turn stuff off. OKX, didn't they get hacked or something the other day? Spreading misinformation. OKX. Something happened with OKX. You know, it's not that many chains. And I'm on these. Like I'm already on ETH. I'm on Binance. I'm on Polygon. I got Avalanche. I'm on Ethereum. Proof of work by default. I'm not on Moonbeam and I'm not on FMOS. I'm on Phantom. I don't like bridging. That's my thing. I don't like bridging, moving from here to here. I don't like that. It's like, I guess I should maybe take like 1,000 to each chain. Cause I mean, where we're at in the market, you know, 1,000 can go a long way at the bottom. Like you can turn that shit into 100K easily. So that's 1, 2. Let's see. I don't need to do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. It's 5. So I can do 2. 2K. No NBA. Man, this is really, I really shouldn't, I mean, I guess I don't really care. So I really feel like I'm doing myself a disservice by talking about this stuff live. No, I mean, it's DB Zen. I mean, it's NFTs on all the chains that Zen is on. That's what I meant. So I think Zen NFTs are on all the chains, right? Leave smaller chains for us. Yeah, like I'm just looking at the price of DB Zen on these smaller chains, and I'm like, wow, I can get a large chunk of the supply. I can catch up like FMOS. What is that? You know, 2 cents. There's probably no liquidity, but I got time. 10 cent. You know, especially if transactions is cheap. What was it? Code's in. Why is it that? Okay, codes in. So I guess we need to make a DXN list. 600, it's not bad. See, what I imagine though is it's gonna keep on growing. Like it's gonna keep bubbling up and it'll eventually be a lot. It's just gonna take a while. Just like the Polygon. Polygon was at, let's see. Yeah, this was at like a couple hundred and it'll pull back Hopefully. It'll pull back and this will go back down to about where it was, but it'll still be higher. Like, let's use Dex Guru. Hopefully Dex Guru will show us what I'm trying to say here. This is in. Let's go get this. And Dex Guru. Paste this here. Let's see if it'll do it. I'm always stuck on how I forget how I get to it. No. Oh yeah, go here. And it should.
And it's gone.
There it is. Yeah, it's not showing it, man. That's unfortunate. But yeah, this number should trend up over time. Kind of like what's happening. I can show it here. Definitely show it here. Yo, don't you hate when you like refresh, you trying to get back to a page and it never goes back? I'm sure it was in. Nice. Hold up. Come on, man. There it is. And I click this. There it is. Yeah. 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 That's what I'm looking for. So even though the price of Zen has went down, liquidity has been moving up. Now, it didn't get as high as it did back here in January. What's this? V2. See, 30 days. You know, so I imagine that the liquidity will just keep on growing. For all these decentralized things, the liquidity will just keep growing, even on the small chains. So that it makes you not want to talk about it. Yeah. And then I've seen some people say this too, like, well, what happens when the price pumps and then people come mint it and they just over mint it because it becomes more profitable? Well, the people that have mints going already, it'll just bubble up their mints even more. So it'll kind of, even though it'll push the price back down, the mints that you have going will grow and offset the dump. So yeah, it's really like, I don't want to say it's undefeatable, but at this current stage, I think it's a wrap. I think DXN was all it needed. Just kind of like Zen was all ETH needed to push the gas, to get the gas going down. DXN was all Zen needed. And then Phoenix, let's see what's going on with that. So y'all doing in there, man? Yeah, man. Let's see. Okay, now remember yesterday, he said today and tomorrow. Well, it's tomorrow, so you had to do it yesterday and today. You know, I'm feeling kind of. He's giving me lazy vibes. It's feeling, it seems kind of lazy.
Pause.
Yeah. Jack likes DXN. That's good. That's good. I like that he's opened up to it. We all know it's you. I don't understand liquidity. Oh, man. Can someone explain to me? There's 31K USDC and 7 DXN. The price $20. How can a token go up in price because sales will cause it to go down, but nobody can buy it? There's none. How can a token go up in price? It can't really. It can go up, but it can't. If it stays there and that's all it is, it'll just stop right there. Unless somebody buys it, it'll go up to infinity if somebody just keeps on buying up that little bit and not selling. But that's unlikely, unless it's really, truly, truly rare. I just got that. Yeah, this is member. This is member video type. Is your trading view showing your list? Yeah. It's a nice bounce. Good job, boys. Good job, guys. Way to hold it up. Yeah. What chart was that? Something like this. Polygon DXN. When is Phoenix supposed to launch? It's supposed to. Yesterday when I read the chat, he said 2 to 3 weeks should be. Will the main Pulsechain token be bigger than Hex? Nah, if it ever launched. It might be. I think Hex will be like the Bitcoin on Pulsechain. What's up, Legendary? Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. As far as decision making goes. But I thought that was E. Yeah, so it looks like, I mean, unless get, oh, this is new. This is new. Cool. Man, I want to throw like, I want to just throw like I should have been did it though. A big chunk like today. And then if fuck around, that shit starts dying out the next day. It's like, oh, that was it. If the Pulsechain devs saying they need more fees, it's starting to look like a takeover, but they're trying to keep it low. Post Bitcoin. I don't have any of that. Somebody came in here yesterday talking about how Post Dogecoin is working on some new staking, but they didn't say anything else about it. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm curious though. What up, more crypto? Does Richard Hart have a contract agreement with the devs? Man, you know we don't know anything about that. We don't even know if there are any devs. I mean, you would think that there would be like streams and everything. But at the same time, not really. It's just not a very transparent operation. If you can't read the GitHub, then you just don't know. What's gas? Somebody claim this. And then too, I think everybody's just compounding. Everybody's just throwing their ETH back in. $27,000 NFTs created on Pulsechain since it started. Thank you, asking Zanians, for bringing Pulsechain closer to mainnet. Also to Richard Hart for getting us a new playground. Oh man. Richard like, man, shut up.
Pause.
OG. Then he in the 13 millions now. I guess I'll have a 13 million this weekend. This dude right here going in. I now have 1634 DXN and receive 1 ETH. See, that's where I want to be. I want to be getting 1 ETH a day. Like this point too. It's cool. I should have went harder. Oh, this the dude that said he tracked down my wallets. The Pocket Watch. The Pocket Watcher.
We need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
Yeah, I like how my whole feed is light Zen now. Charles. Uh-oh. Matic. Appreciate the 19 months, Kariga. Remember request for the soundboard. More old Chappelle Show, Charlie Murphy. I think if I was gonna add the one button I would add is when he says "shut the fuck up" in the microphone. That was funny. Man, get that image on my face, right? What? How did that happen? Once you think the price couldn't get worse. Hold on, what happened? How your LP get compromised? Did they have a custom LP? Or did somebody get hacked? On Tuesday, March 28th at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Appreciate the 10, bro. Player haters ball. SafeMoon used proxy contracts and updated one of them, and the burn function allowed anyone to burn any address. Damn! Seems like the private keys were compromised on SafeMoon. Someone burned all the SafeMoon in the LP, which shot the price up, and then he dumped it in the same transaction. How much was that? I mean, let nobody reply. All of your hard work gone. Okay. Well, let's see what the SafeMoon liquidity is looking like on the other pools. Man, I'm glad I didn't get sucked into that shit. SafeMoon is one of those things where a team got lucky and they're just in over their heads. They're just in too deep. This it? I guess this is it with 3 million volume. 98,000 liquidity. But my billions. That's crazy. Is this it? Damn. So you telling me let me see if I start talking. I don't think this is SafeMoon. It's actually fine. You know, we just chilling right now. Which one is it, man? Is it this one? Maybe that was the one. I don't know. I don't care that much. It's on BSC. Got you.
Damn.
Look like Zen. Low down. Yeah, it's low down, all right. Man. I'm bit. Breaking news. Pulsechain V3 updates from HvidHex. Most accurate female correspondent in Pulsechain. Inflation rates at 17% less than ETH while still having the Pulsechain 25% burn on top. API for validators on Pulsechain may be more attractive than Ethereum. Still waiting for the Pulsechain bridge. That's all. Back to you. That's pretty dope. I should start doing that more often. That's actually a good idea. I don't have the green screen though. Yo, they put a warning on. So why is Hector.com paid at 201 on Coin? Aren't you being a hypocrite? That's kind of wild. That's why I say, man, it's gonna be, I mean, it's kind of good that Hex has that uphill climb because it kind of makes it stronger. But man, it's gonna be hard to convince people that shit is not a scam. I mean, even if it lasts for 20 years, people gonna still call it a scam. This was funny as hell. Dang. It's safe to say ain't nothing safe about that moon. Yo, that shit was like the complete opposite of safe. Seems there is a lot of safe moon clones out there. I wonder how many of them have the same exploit. It's a good point. So many ways to lose your value, even when you hold your keys. People playing liquidity games. Yeah, that's why I like more, man. Simple. You know, me ain't trying to do too much. Keep that shit simple. I think that's going. I think more has the potential to be extremely epic because of how simple it is. You know, unless something happens with Uniswap, it's probably pretty solid. Wonder why Digibyte never got its shine as fast as hell. Because people don't care about speed no more. Price right on. Good Lord, yeah. SafeMoon devs added that code to steal the money. You think so? How much was it? I wonder how much that was. Let's Google. $9 million. Jake Paul endorsed SafeMoon. Man, that dude can't catch a break. $9 million. Yeah, I guess if you didn't sell any all at the top, I guess it probably would be pretty tempting. Pretty tempting. DBI cracking again. Lower. Beep, beep. Keep selling, CG. Run it back, Turbo. Decent, decent. Steady. Steady, lads. Steady. All right. I think I ran out of topics. Yo, this was peak right here.
I know the market like the back of my hand, but baby girl, can I borrow a grand? I know the market.
Man, like that's like a very minimal issue. Like that's something that's like probably it seems like one of the first things you would think about. It seems like one of the first things you would think about. Okay, how much want the fees? If we do the math and the fees are this much, like that's like the first week of thinking, brainstorming. That's like wondering. That's like saying. That's like coming out right now and saying, "Yo, what should the supply of posts be?" What do you guys think? Think the supply of posts is too high? Like, bro, what the fuck you been thinking about? Nothing? No thanks. Miguel? Nah, man, get you a I don't know. I never had a Mercedes actually. Yikes. Yo, you gotta be careful who tweets you like out here. You like somebody tweets, man, they just be on your timeline the rest of your life, man. I like one of his tweets so I could keep up with the tweet, and that shit just does not. He does not go away. I mean, I don't care. It's just kind of crazy. Yo, Hex is got the most pocket watching motherfuckers ever, bro. This wallet right here did this. He sold 25 million, bought it back, then he dumped it again. Now he's in profit. Fuck. He's got 28 more million to sell. Just don't look, bro. You look, you're gonna be upset. That's a good point. If Eve pops. Nice. Welcome in. New buyer or an oldie? You're an oldie, okay. This guy gets it. This moron gets it. That's what I'm gonna start saying. This moron gets it. Somebody said that in the chat yesterday. FUD, man. This is FUD.
We're putting announced this week that Russia will begin using the Chinese yuan for international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same thing. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, they're in talks with Iran as well to consider an economic alliance with China and Russia. And they can even be joining the BRIC countries, which is an acronym for these countries here, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries all have emerging economies.
All the ones nobody cares about? Cool. I'm gonna stick with the U.S. It's just FUD. It's always FUD, man.
So what?
America's gonna be the greatest until I can't see it going any other way, really.
Happens if our economy and the U.S. dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency? Former Assistant Treasury Secretary and host
Bitcoin
of the Monica Crowley podcast, Monica Crowley, is here to weigh in. Monica, great to see you this morning.
Yeah, and I saw you last night as well.
Let's start right there. What happens if these emerging economies move away from the U.S. dollar towards the Chinese yuan?
Well, good morning, Will. It's great to be with you. And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the Fed backing up the dollar anymore for the last 50 years. If that were to end, the world's reserve currency being that, having that status has been a real privilege, but we've abused the privilege by wholly reckless monetary and fiscal policies over many years, certainly over the last couple of years, which has really devalued the dollar. On top of that, now you do have this perfect storm of Biden's weakness.
When the more shirts coming out, I'm waiting for the boxes, man. I think in April. If not April, definitely by May. No expectations.
His war on American domestic energy production, the Ukraine war, and as you point out, because of all of these things, we've got America's enemies led by China forming a new economic bloc. And all it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia, who has indicated that they're open to this, to say, you know what, we're going to be open.
Hey, man, shut the hell up. You don't know what y'all talking about. Ain't nothing going to happen. We in heaven. We in heaven over here. Talking about something gonna happen.
Pause.
Yes, I do believe that. Let's see what the millionaires are talking about. Fucking billionaires and shit. They just be trading, man. Why is he in here? Yeah, it's just trading. Ain't nothing going on. These niggas ain't trading, bro. All right, I'm about to be out, man. Yeah, I didn't need this too. That's crazy, right? All right. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. This stream, hit the like button on the way out. I appreciate it.